Hello and welcome again. For this session, I will be explaining a function. So what is a function? A function is whenever one quantity depends on another. So for example, in mathematics, function can occur in geometry, in trigonometry, algebra, and so on. So let's say we have a geometric function such as an area of a rectangle, and the area is equal to the length times the width, and therefore the area would be the dependent variable, and the dimensions, which is the length times the width of the rectangle, would be the independent variable. So let's say we have another let's say we have like an algebraic function such as production rate and sales. And the production rate would be the input or the independent variable, and sale would be the output or the dependent value. So that's another example of how to distinguish between dependent and independent variable in a function. Let's say we have in x and y values, and y is the function of x, and let's say we have the x values are given as 1, 2, and 3, and we have a graph function as shown, and we need to find f of x or the y values based on this graph function. So what would be the y value based on when x is 1 and when x is 2 and when x is 3? And to find that, since this is a visual function, when x is 1, we can estimate that the y value is around maybe less than that, maybe like 3.5. So maybe 3.5 or maybe 3.3. We'll give it 3.3. And when x is 2, y is 4 as shown here. So when x is 2, y is 4. And when x is 3, y is also 4. And therefore, that's how you find the y value for each given x values. Now let's say there is a question asking to find the domain and range of this particular function. And so how can we find the domain and range for this particular function? The domain would be all the possible x values in this function. So in this case, for this particular function, the domain would be from 0 to 6. And 0 and 6 are included, so we close the intervals. For the range which is all possible y values for this particular function, would be from 0, and the highest point here is 4, so from 0 to 4. And we close the intervals again, since the 0 and 4 are included. And so that's how you find the f of x or the y values based on given x values and a graphed function, and how to find the domain and range for this particular function. So hopefully you like this session. If you do, please subscribe for additional sessions, and until then, thank you for watching.